Today's video, I'm going to be talking about how you can lose fat fast. Hey there, it's Ryan with Exalted Vigor Athletic. So in order to lose fat at an accelerated rate, you want to be in a caloric deficit. However, the strength of your caloric deficit will determine how fast you're losing that fat. Now I want to mention the freebie guide that's coming with this video, which is Accelerated Fat Loss 101. I made this guide so you can master fat loss accountability, nutrition, and exercising, and lose fat as quickly as possible. So I want to talk about two components of the recipe for fat loss, more specifically mastering your caloric deficit and your nutrition. So by being in a caloric deficit, you're able to promote fat loss through nutrition, and by mastering nutrition, you're going to also be able to enjoy what you're actually eating while losing fat. Because no one wants to eat chicken, brown rice, and broccoli all day, every day, just for the sake of losing fat. One, you'll get burnt out, and two, it's just really not enjoyable. And then secondly, to pair that off is mastering your exercising and your time in the gym. So while you're working out, you want to obviously optimize the fat that you're burning in the gym, but at the same time, you also want to train for your physique goal, whether that be endurance, strength, or hypertrophy. Make sure that you're working out in a way that abides by the goals you want to accomplish. And then going on with that, I want to mention the hormones that are going to be most responsible for fat loss. There's ghrelin and leptin, and more specifically, I want to go in detail about leptin. So leptin is going to control energy expenditure, it's going to suppress your appetite, and it's also going to help with your fat loss. So when your leptin levels are high, your fat loss potential is a lot higher, and when they're lower, they're a lot lower. Moreover, your leptin levels are produced by your fat cells. So someone who is going to be at a higher body fat percentage has higher leptin levels. So those who tend to have a lot more body fat have a lot higher potential to lose fat, which is why lean individuals want to follow a less aggressive caloric deficit because they have a lower fat loss potential. So there's actually 4 EVA fat loss protocols, but I'm only going to go over 2 in this video, and the first one is going to be accelerated fat loss. So AFL is designed for those that are specifically only concerned with losing fat as quickly as possible. So to employ an AFL protocol, you want to eat at about 60% of your maintenance caloric intake, which for someone who's eating at 2,000 calories would mean a caloric intake for losing fat at 1,200 calories. And now I must reiterate, if you're worried about retaining muscle, then this fat loss protocol is probably not for you. This one's going to be more geared towards those with primary and only really focused on losing fat. Now, secondly, the next fat loss protocol, which is moderate fat loss, is going to kind of bridge the gap between losing fat at an accelerated rate and retaining your muscle. So moderate fat loss, or MFL, is geared towards those that want to lose fat at a decent rate, but also who want to retain their muscle or see progress in the gym. So an MFL protocol would be great for someone who wants the best of both worlds. In this sense, you want to employ it at a 80% of your maintenance caloric intake. So using that 2,000 calorie example again, you would do it at 80%, which means that you're eating 1,600 calories per day for your fat loss goal. Moreover, since you're not following as strong of a caloric deficit, your fat loss potential won't reduce as quickly because your leptin levels won't be going down as fast. So you won't suffer from a fat loss plateau nearly as quickly as someone else who's following like an AFL protocol and isn't utilizing refeed or cheat days to help reset their fat loss potential and give their body some dietary reprieve. So I want to mention the freebie again that comes with this video, which is Accelerated Fat Loss 101 guide. This guide will be your nonstop shop to learning everything you need to know about fat loss and setting yourself up to lose fat at an expedited rate. If you're interested in getting regular updates on our content, go ahead and either subscribe to our YouTube channel or like our Facebook page. Finally, I want to thank you for watching, and I wish you the best of luck on your accelerated fat loss journey, and I'll see you in the next one.